Jen, your punch picker here at my desk. Sadly, you see the title of this video, you know it's a garage sale haul. I try to promise you to lay it out on the table, but Mr. Pudgy Picker is working on a computer and I did not buy that much. So I went to 20 garage sales and I spent $34. And then last week it was, never mind. You know what I'm saying. So you don't know till you're out there. You don't know till you go, as they say. So I'm going to jump right in and show you what I got. I don't think I bought anything for myself. One thing, a 50-cent item. But the rest is for resale. So let's jump right in. So I bought me some books. I got these books for 50 cents a piece. And I got, let's see, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. I try to get decent looking books that are newer, in very good condition to use for my blind date with a book. So I'm just going to show you these. I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to show you because I just want to get through these. I don't pick any, I don't like read all the descriptions and everything. I just go, oh, that looks good. It looks clean, it looks new, and off we go. Yeah, I know it's backwards. Don't tell me it's backwards, I know. And then, oh, almost dropped it. There it is. Oh, so this whole stack cost me, what, like $3.50? Yeah, $3.50. So, not bad. And considering 50 cents, and then I spend maybe 50 to 75 cents in material, and then I sell them for $8, so not too bad. I've been selling a lot of poodles in my booth. You know, those poodles that I picked up last couple of weeks, maybe even before that, they sold. I was working this past Friday, and 3 of my poodles came in, and before that, another poodle. So I'm like, oh no, I'm out of poodles. So I got this very vintagey looking one. It is ceramic. I paid a whole $2. It doesn't have any direct markings on it, but it looks older. How sweet. So I will put that in my booth. Whoa, don't knock her over. For $1, yeah, $1 on top. It says wine because it's not good to keep things bottled up. So I have a wine shelf. And I think that will go nicely. Probably put $5 on that. Do a little research on the poodle, but just off the top of my head, I would say $14 for her. Him. I paid $1 for this. I know it's supposed to look like wood, but it is resin. But it's this very pretty dolphin. So that will go in my nautical area. I don't know, probably put $6, $7 on that. Got this also at the same sale as the dolphin. It has a price tag of $11.99 on the bottom, but it's this this lizard, and he's got like jewels on his back. So I thought he was pretty cute. So I got him. I'll probably put maybe $8 on him. I'm just guessing off the top of my head. I know there are people who are fans of Peeps, and it doesn't have to be Easter time. I thought this was adorable for only $1, and I'm going to put some lucky bamboo in there. Somebody will love looking at that all the time, I am sure. I got 2 vintage salt and pepper shakers that look like oranges. They are so very cute and very detailed. I think there was a price on them that was $1 each. I went to a rummage sale, and it's in a church that I had been to this rummage sale at least the last 2 years, you know, pre-pandemic, even before then. And I was like, oh, I got some really good stuff, and I got really good prices. And I went in there, you know, previously, and everything was organized. And, you know, if you kind of wanted to look more in one area, I mean, everything was just totally organized. Then they had, you know, people who were really on top of prices and adding, and, you know, it was really a good experience. Not so much today. So sadly, I go in and I start shopping, and I'm thinking, this stuff isn't really organized. It's just kind of, you know, like you brought in a box and you just laid it out. And then when you get to the end of that, somebody else brings you another box from somebody else and you lay that out. So, I mean, it was just an absolute mishmash of just hodgepodge or everything they had. In fact, it was funny because they had some new like Christmas stockings that had, I don't know, some kind of cartoon character on it. And there was 2 here, and then there was 2 over there. In the other room, there was 2 more. I'm like, it almost looked intentionally a mess. So I don't know what to tell you. And the prices were not so great. So it's just one of those things where, I don't know, maybe somebody totally different is running it. I don't know. There was some good things. In fact, that's where I got the books. The books were really cheap. So I just don't know what went wrong, but I literally spent like, I think $8 there. And previously I had spent way more than that and got a lot of stuff. In fact, I even brought in my own bags because I was like, I'm going to carry a lot of stuff out of here. No, sadly I did not. You know what? It is what it is. Maybe the church needs more money. I don't know. Maybe they didn't have as many people volunteer. You know, everybody likes to help out until it's time to roll up your sleeves. Then everybody kind of disappears. So I get it. I mean, I'm complaining, but I'm not really complaining, you know. Got a new Bucilla. Well, it's new, but it's vintage. Bucilla Christmas Needlecraft. Originally $6.50. I paid a whole $1. And it looks like the Alice in Wonderland crew. And no, you know what? It's funny because this was a church one too, now that I'm thinking about it. Because on the back it says 2. And on the front it says 1. So I get up there and I'm honest. I'm like, this one says $1 and the other side says 2. If it's $1, I'll take it. And she's like, yeah, it's fine. This is a Crate and Barrel table runner, 14 inches by 90 inches. Crate and Barrel, it's pretty good. I almost said Cracker Barrel. That's kind of the other end of the spectrum. But I paid a whole $3 for these, brand new in the package. So I thought, you know, somebody's looking for that. And I'm sure I can get more than probably $10 for those. So that's an eBay item. For 25 cents, I got a metal sign that says, "Beware of Shih Tzus." I don't know who needs that, but that will go to my booth. I found this carved cat. Cats always do really well in my booth. In fact, again, when I was working on Friday, somebody went through and bought, I think, 2 or 3 cats that I had. You remember the one where it was holding the cat baby, the kitten in its mouth? That's one of them that went. So, yeah, pretty happy with that. So that should do well at my space. I got this little guy for only 50 cents. Look at that boxer face. He's definitely an older piece, but he's just adorable. They had a couple more. They had a one that was probably as old as this one, but it was badly chipped. So I'm like, nah. So yeah, so he should do really well at my booth. Again, I'll look him up, see what he goes for. If it's not a lot, then he'll go to my booth. I found this very cool beaded bird. So this was $1. And he does stand up. I went to stand him up, and I'm thinking, oh, I hope I don't have to bend his feet around to make him stand. And I don't know how much I'm going to sell him for, but it's adorable. We have the old Matchbox. Hang it up on your wall. It was only $1. You put your Matchbox in there. So you go ahead and you strike it. You strike it here, use it, and then you just lay it on top. Isn't that cool? I've seen a lot of the ones where it has, you know, this, but I don't know if I've seen the actual strike plate and the little place to put your dead ones in. So this is very heavy cast iron, and this will go out to my booth. People love stuff like this. And I've had different ones that have been, you know, refurbished or repainted. I don't think people like those quite as much. They still do sell, but they might take a little longer. But people love stuff like this, so that will definitely go out to my space. This is the item I told you I bought for myself. I bought this plant pot. Now that I look at it, it looks like a snake. Yeah, I have a couple of plants, and they are getting way too big for their pots. So I thought that would be a next size up. So not too bad. I like green. I got another salt and pepper shaker. We have a Dalmatian dog and a fire hydrant. So they're all taped together. So they were $1. They still have their corks, or not their corks, but their, you know what I'm saying. These are adorable. I'm gonna probably put these in my what do you call mystery bags for women. It's this teeny little brandy snifter. You know what I mean. And they were 3 for $1. So, and listen, isn't that beautiful? So yeah, I'll probably wrap those up, put them in the ladies' mystery bags. Also, speaking of ladies' mystery bags, men's mystery bags, I picked these up. These are Richard Petty STP 20th anniversary. You know, maybe I should look these up on eBay first. Packages never open of the trading cards that are for, what do you call it? NASCAR. So he didn't have anything marked, so I said, how much? And he goes, how much you give me? And I said, how about 4 for $1? So I got $2 worth. So he goes, is there bubble gum in there? And I said, I don't feel any. So maybe that's just a baseball thing. Speaking of cards, 50 cents. I got these Pokemon cards. I know my kids played with them when they were little, and they're not little anymore. So putting something like this in the mystery bags, they'll definitely be enjoyed by somebody. I have a story about that. I was when I was working Friday, a lady came through with 2 ladies' mystery bags. And I said, oh, have you gotten them before? And she said, oh, yes, and I just love them, and they're so much fun. And she's like, I bought them several times. I'm going over to my girlfriend's tomorrow, and we're cooking dinner together, and I'm bought one for her and one for me. So I told her, I said, oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I said, I make them for my space. And she's like, oh my gosh, it was so much fun. Do you remember that I had that little, very, very, very old MP3 player? That she got that bag, and she said, you know, we charged it, we played it, and had some really old songs, and she's like, we just laughed and laughed, and the old pictures, we just love those. And she's like, there's so much stuff in there, it's just so much fun. So it made me happy to have a customer be so excited about them. I always like to ask when I happen to be at the store or I'm working and I see somebody buying them, I always kind of ask, because I mean, if somebody's going to tell me, well, I've got them before and they were crummy, I mean, if I ask for your opinion, that's your opinion, I get it, but I've only had positive feedback. And think about it this way, if you do this for your booth, when you're reselling, a lot of my customers and a lot of people who come through the store are repeat customers. So if you just put some really junky ones out and people are like, oh wow, and they buy them, those sales are going to slow up, because eventually people are going to say, I'm not going to buy another one of those because it was junk. So just a word to the wise, make them worth people's money. You know, make it fun, wrap everything individually, do something to make it an experience. So when somebody opens them up, it's fun. So, you know, doing it that way, I know, and talking to this lady that she's bought them again and again and again. So she's like, you know, we don't really, I haven't ever bought the guy ones. And she goes, maybe next time I'll buy 2 guy ones for us to go through. And I was like, okay. So I like hearing that feedback, because, you know, I want to make sure I'm giving my customers a good experience. You know, the blind date with a book and the mystery bags are not just, oh, I like this item, I'm going to buy it and take it home. It's, ooh, it's an experience, you know, to see how the books are covered and they got all this little stuff on them. I mean, it's an experience to open that up, just like it is the mystery bags. So I kind of like to do some extra fun stuff like that. So getting back to the haul, there was some young men that had their own table, and instead of buying sweets or cookies that were very gooey and melty, I might add, they had a whole bunch of stuff that they were collecting money for. I got 2 bullet casings. Don't ask me, I don't know. So I thought those were pretty cool. I paid 50 cents each. That's a little more than I like to pay for anything to go into the men's mystery bags. But I'm supporting young entrepreneurs, so I didn't feel too bad about that. And this item I got was in a free bin because free is my favorite price. I didn't buy anything at the sale, but I did pick this up in the free bin. So it's a snowman sitting on a football. Yes. And then these last items, man, I love a good sale by someone who has sold Tupperware or 31 or any of those brands, and they're like, I'm done. I don't want to sell these anymore. Get this crap out of my face. And they have really, 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 really low prices. Love it. It's good for me. So we had a Tupperware lady that was retiring. She had a lot of this, that, and the other. I don't really need anything, but these always do really well in my mystery bags again. So she had this box, and it said 4 for $1. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the new colors of the orange peelers. Citrus peelers. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these little water bottles. Isn't that really cool? So, and several of these are still in plastic. So again, those will be great in my mystery bags. And the last one I got at that sale was, I don't know. I mean, maybe this isn't what this can't be Tupperware, but it's a prime drink with a keychain. So, yeah. So, quarter each. So I paid 1, 2, 3, 4, like $4 for all that stuff. So, yes, that's definitely a good thing. Is that it? Oh, I have 2 more things to show you. I think that's everything I had on my table. Sad, isn't it? I mean, I got some good stuff, but, you know, man, not like that one week. $107. So I picked this up. I'm not sure how I'm going to use this in my booth, but these things are not cheap. So it's this little metal basket. Well, it's got 2 baskets. And then they kind of lean forward. This would even be good for like fruits and vegetables. But, oh, I just thought that was too cute and only for $1. And then the last item I got, you will remember this lampshade. This lampshade I got a while ago. I think I paid only like $5 for it. It's beautiful. And I've kind of just been holding on to it forever, waiting for the perfect lamp to find, and I found it. So I paid $10 for this lamp, and I went ahead and just put the shade on it. So this is like a gold, but it's like a brushed gold, so it's not like real shiny like a chrome. And then it has these little shelves, and they are made to look like they're marble. Ooh, glad my fan's not on. They're made to look like marble, but they're not. But they're plastic, but they look very nice. So $10, and it's funny, I think I bought one thing at this person's garage sale, and I was getting back into the car, and I was like, oh, you know, that's a nice lamp. I should go back and get the lamp. So I went back and got the lamp. So very glad, because it's funny, I go to my car, and then I get in, and then I get back out. They're like, did you decide you wanted something else? Like, yeah. So I got it. It needs to be cleaned up. It's a little bit dusty, you know, like it was sitting somewhere. But I just love this muted gold, kind of a matte finish. So this should do really nice. Very happy with it. So I'm going to leave you with that. That is all that I got today. Have you guys been out garage sailing, or is it too hot? I know some places in Texas and southern United States, it's really hot anyway, and then we're up, literally, if you jumped in the lake and kept swimming, you'd end up in Canada. I mean, you can't get much cooler than Canada, but boy, it's just been miserable. It's finally broke. Actually, the grass hadn't even grown that much outside, so I did go out today and mow and trim and do all that fun stuff. And my daughter trimmed my bushes in the front, and she didn't have time to, rake it up. So I went ahead and raked that up. So, you know, but it's all done and it looks great. So that's it. So I hope you guys are getting out there finding some good stuff. Please like this video. You can give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. You can also click the notification bell, and then you can choose what you want to see from me. When it pops up, then it'll get a little ding, and then you could rush over here and watch my videos. I know you're waiting for them. Also, I do appreciate, I've been mentioning about sharing my videos. You can share them on your social media or on Facebook. And I think some people have been doing that because my views are going up a little bit, and I really appreciate that. Really helps out my channel and helps me to make a little money and justify to keep going and keep giving you good content, and that I can, you know, keep doing what I do, and we can enjoy it and sit here and yip yap and enjoy each other's company. So that is all. I'm going to get out there again next week. Keep riding this out. I can't imagine August being any hotter than June. Can you imagine June? Ugh. So I will see you guys next time. And until then, happy picking. Bye.